Alright, let's start a new game. Oh, all their data will be lost. That's alright. I'm a rebel. That's how I roll.
And we just started, so there's really no data to be lost anyway.
Long ago,
oh,
they're gonna
Cross,
narrate it. Okay.
an Eternal of the Second Age, was a mentor to a prominent noble.
Good for him.
He had the ability to instill peace into the noble's kingdom.
Oh, right.
But at the moment of decision, the noble betrayed Cross and all his life,
Well, that's a
choosing power over the compassion of his
right off
people
the bat.
and
Yeah.
luxury. The land turned to darkness and greed.
I'm glad that the
People no longer
lesson
cared
is
about the
like,
dignity of the
rich
other,
people are
and
dicks.
soon all men were exploited. His wife, Evelyn, attempted to speak words of comfort as she left for the next assignment that was meant to be theirs together. It was not you that unleashed the terror amongst those people. Always remember, do not lose your faith, love. Cross watched as she sailed to the eastern sea. He waited on the shore, just a single lighthouse to light her ship as she faded into the horizon.
Gonna let your wife go
Years passed.
without you?
Seasons
Sailing?
changed. Cross stood
On an
alone,
adventure.
relinquished of
On
his
the
former
open
glory.
sea, years
His wife
passed,
still
seasons
gone
changed.
without a trace.
Yeah,
So
no,
he
dude,
went
this
to
is on
seek
your
the
fault.
court's help to return his
She
state
gone.
as before. But when he went to the Eternals, there was only silence. They would not return to him his full splendor, but they would give him a chance to redeem himself. Cross, determined to find Evelyn again, set sail with anyone who would take him. He traveled to distant lands, saw many dreams and cities of men. For years, he searched for her. But he did not find her.
And she's going
Until
to be
one
the final
day,
boss of the
some
game.
many years passed, he heard from the sailors of the most fair and beautiful lady who had lay asleep, unaging, and the people of the land who loved her so much that they stood guard by her all day and all night. Cross, hearing this, and hoping with his heart that he would have finally found Evelyn,
I love
and
my
fearing
wife,
at all
but if
costs
someone
that she lie forever
described
still,
her
set
as,
sail
like,
for
the
this
most
land
beautiful
across the sea,
person
the
asleep,
lost
I'd be
kingdom
like,
of Bayor,
I don't know that I'd figure that
ravaged
out.
by a
That's my
dark
wife.
entity known as the Skeleton King. This is where our story begins.
Okay,
Okay.
so there's already been an entire game worth of plot, and they're just dropping us off at like the last dungeon.
Right. There's no getting around on a ship. What's up with the camera there? Holy cow.
It's the mount. It's. Hold on. Let me see if this controller just. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so this is Eternal Edge Plus. It just came out of early access. We are from MyGamer.com. You can follow me on Twitter at ZachGaz, Z-A-C-K-G-A-Z. This is the very first time we're playing this. This is some type of an action RPG. Don't know too much about it, but I guess that's why we're playing it, and we will give it a shot. It's supposed to be kind of Zelda-ish. And it is a $15 game for realsies. No more early access. Your journey is Cross, an age-old warrior, is trying to wake his lost wife from an eternal slumber. Only together can they defeat the Skeleton King, gear up with powerful weapons, armor, and hidden tools, journey across a vast kingdom. And this game was made by 2 people.
Is this so? You're gonna lose all of these powers, I'm assuming.
That's what I'm assuming, yes.
Because you've clearly already started at way too high of a level.
Steam reviews have mostly been positive.
Okay.
Oh, so it was just a dream. That's why you were all powered up. each environment so far that we've seen has just been huge, like these open, tall spaces.
Yeah.
Like it has a very unique, like a feeling, even though we've barely done anything yet.
It looks like the areas would be really fucking hard to heat, is what it looks like.
Absolutely, I would not, especially with these gas prices the way they are. No way, dude.
Well, yeah.
You're gonna need a lot of fireplaces, a lot of candles. It's gonna be drafty in there.
Yep.
Like how there's little baby chests.
A lot of blankets.
For sure. Yeah, that you know how cold that stone is gonna be in the wintertime?
Not even the winter time.
Just anytime.
Yeah. In the morning.
Yeah, for
Fuck,
sure.
I hate getting out of bed in the morning because it's
little bit
like
of
the floor
dew.
is cold.
Yeah. The problems of castle ownership.
Yeah. Normal people just will never understand.
As you exit into the fields of ruin. Like, that's a bad... Like, think of the real estate of that castle. You had to build in the fields of ruin?
I think it's a temple.
Sure. Either way, why couldn't you build it on, like, you know, the fields of, you know, not ruin.
This
the fields
is just
of, you know,
bad sword
loveliness.
maintenance.
Yeah. Just an iron sword in the middle of the road.
Yeah. Who does
Wait
that?
up.
Oh, who's this guy?
The fuck?
An unpleasant encounter.
Okay. Maybe then don't put this interesting thing right there in front of my eyes and have him hidden behind. Alright.
Let's see what this guy has to say. Come warm up by the campfire. I know you were freezing in your nice castle.
Yeah, with no heat. No source of heating.
No, you're probably freezing. Instead of this armor, go take this sweatshirt.
Yeah.
It'll keep you warm.
Here's a scarf.
The hoodie of warmth +1.
It's comfy. You're on a fucking adventure for years, they say, and you're like, oh, I was on a long ride, that's why I fucking look weak. It's like, dude, I severely doubt that.
Let's go check out this armor. You got a shield and everything. Auto equip. You already have 2 swords.
Okay.
Let's get to the slashing.
Something weird about the way that he walks.
This is also a very wide open, just a big area.
Yeah, I've noticed that, like, it seems like a thing in more and more games is that, like, look at how big our vast, open, empty areas are.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an interesting area, like, that's fine. But if you're just filling it just
a lot,
to be big...
yeah, like, Elder Scrolls did a pretty good job of, you know, filling the vast area. They always seem like a small little thing, but here it really does feel like...
Well, because Elder Scrolls, you could just walk in and, like, pick up that plant and pick up that butterfly and, like, pick up the, like, there's
and you walk over here and there's enemies every couple of feet. And
yes.
Or there's something cool to look at. I don't know. There's only really been one other game that I felt kind of did it to that extent very well. Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, right.
Because
I bought that. It's been sitting on my shelf unplayed.
The best thing I can say about that game is I would wander off course and just explore just to see what was out there. And it was weird. Like, every little area had like all these like neat little individual details that you weren't seeing everywhere else. It felt like everything was individual and handcrafted. It was really interesting. It's not something you see a lot.
From the screenshots on the Steam page, there seems to be plenty of Zelda-like dungeons, it looks like, temples.
Yeah, it sort of feels like what was the newest one? The newest Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I hated that game.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll get some details about Breath of the Wild 2 soon.
I hate weapon decay.
Yeah, that was it got a little extreme there.
Well, yeah. And you were just changing out weapons so fast and so frequently.
I hate crafting and cooking and building weapons, and like I hate just messing around in menus for 10 minutes at a time to like mix these two things together to get like I don't even want to cook in real life. I don't want to make stuff in a game.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but the other thing is, I don't mind it when weapons kind of take damage and you have to like repair them and they'll stop being useful. But when
not
they
after
just
3
straight
swipes
up break,
yeah.
Oh my god! And everything in that game broke so fucking quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I didn't. And you had no inventory in the beginning.
Exactly.
And
yes, you had to like use sticks and like the clubs from the Blobikins.
Yeah, and you just were like basically throwing away your inventory, as soon as you got it. Like as soon as you started using stuff, it was done. So you just had to constantly pick stuff up. So if you wanted some of the best weapons in the game, you had to basically farm them.
Yeah, I'm just tired of the cooking and the grinding for materials. It's like I don't want to find 5 pieces of wood and 2 pieces of coal and 1 piece of this and then go to the thing, click on them 7 times and click on the cook button and wait for the anime. Like just give me the thing. Like I don't want to just I hate the menu cooking nonsense. It's getting out of control, I feel like. Like every game's got to have cooking. Every game has got to have crafting. I don't want any of that.
Yeah. And it's always like a side thing, so it's never fleshed out as well as it should be. It's just a stupid menu.
That looks like a temple that we can't get in yet.
It's kind of exactly what it looks like.
I was hoping we could jump into a temple and see what that's all about. Yeah, he does have a weird kind of like
like
butt
his
waggling
legs
animation.
Don't seem like they fucking connect on his hips, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like a weird waggle.
Yeah.
It's fine, like it gets the job done. It's just weird.
Yeah. Like he shit his pants or something.
Yeah. Here we go. What's this? Nothing. That's definitely has to be something.
Well, and like the indicator fucking lit up as well. Oh, I can sprint. So, interesting thing. It runs very poorly the moment that there's grass on screen.
I thought that might have been
the
stream a little bit.
It
I always kind
of very poorly, and I apologize for anyone who is watching this in post, like later. That's the game itself. I can see it's capturing really badly, but it's only slightly better live, and there's no reason this should be chugging nearly as bad. Those grass effects were not programmed correctly. And if you notice, like, when we get off the grass, it's fine. But the moment we go onto it, it gets a little choppy, and if there's enough of it, it's probably only about 10 frames a second on the recording. It does not look great.
Let's see if we can make it to one of those glowy things in the sky.
The sun?
No.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
The beacon things. There does seem to be a lot of cloud movement from above, like shadow. Not now, but earlier I noticed that.
Yeah, it seems like they wanted to make the game look good, and okay, that's a Zelda fucking enemy.
Yep. I mean, for two guys making this, like, yeah, okay, I get it, that's fine.
Okay, yeah,
like,
2 guys, this is fine.
Yeah.
Shield repair kit, that doesn't bode well.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gatekeeper.
I have a complaint about the way that the lock-on system works. Is that most games, when you lock onto something, it by default will have the camera like center behind you.
Right.
You still have to move the camera.
So he might face the right direction.
Your character will face the right direction.
Yes.
But like right now, he's facing that guy because that's where he's locked on. But I still have to manually move the camera.
You need a heel berry.
Yeah, something. I'm not gonna be able to beat this guy.
Yeah, you gotta get those dodge rolls in, hit and run.
Oh, this is fun.
Slowly but surely. He's not summoning his pumpkin demon things anymore, which is good.
Yeah. Because all that really was just like a giant fucking waste of time.
Yeah, I think when you get a boss who just summons like the regular creatures, it's just kind of yep. I don't know. I feel like that's like an easy way out or something like.
Yeah, we could make this boss more interesting.
So we're just gonna face off against a bunch of common enemies that you probably already killed like 20 of them already just getting to the boss.
Medical herb.
Yeah, do we have anything? We don't have anything, do we? Life healing remedies, or maybe worth a shot.
Oh. There we go. I'm glad that they didn't tell me I had potions.
Right. Because you would have been dead. That one guy, he would have just killed you.
Yep. Thanks, camera.
Almost getting there. That would be ooh, that was a big area of attack hit. That would be a good time to have a ranged attack. Uh-oh.
You know what he looks like? A Bionicle.
Yes. And I've never played that, but I know what it is.
Yeah, I know that they're Legos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple Game Boy Advance games. There we go.
Fucking hell.
Oh, the big chest.
All right, so how do you feel about this game?
I don't know. I mean, it's you got to consider, like, yeah, this is too. Oh, you got a pumpkin bomb now. Yeah, I mean, made with 2 guys, and it's out of early access now. Like, it's fine. You know, like, it's definitely not bad or anything like that. I'd be curious to see what the dungeons are. Like, are they more puzzles solving? Are you going to get an ability to, like, jump or fly or something in the game? You know, like, I'm curious to see how the rest of the game is.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. I hate the camera.
Yeah, and I think that's a part of, you know, here's a game that was made by 2 dudes, and so you're going to get some choppy frame rates and some camera issues. So, yeah, it might be expected. Like, I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on with this puzzle over here. But we are from MyGamer.com. Go there, put us in your favorites, check us out. News, reviews, streams, previews, all the good gaming stuff. We're writing about games that nobody else is, like this one right here, Eternal Edge Plus. You can follow us at MyGamer.com, at MyGamerNews on Twitter, and me, I am at Zach Gaz, ZACKGAZ. And until next time, thank you for watching, and game on.